Kentucky is not letting us leave yet because we had to visit the home of Harland Sanders Café Museum, which is the birthplace of the original recipe of KFC.
Last time you guys saw us, we were finishing up the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. And now we've got a whole list of things we need to figure out.
Here's what we're up against right now. We have to get to North Carolina to catch a flight to go home for Thanksgiving.
We also need to get to Arizona because hopefully our alternator should be arriving there in a couple of days.
And to top that off, we've never left our van at an airport.
And there's so much to do in order to prep the van so that we can leave it there for such a long period of time. And they have KFC sauce. I've never heard of that before, so of course I had to get it.
And then we had to get the mashed potato and gravy, the coleslaw, the biscuit, the chicken.
This is going to be amazing.
If you're ever in Corbin, Kentucky, this is a fun place to go. The museum is free. I did not know KFC had more to it than just a little restaurant.
Yeah, I was shocked when I heard that it was like
a motel,
almost like a resort.
Yeah, and like a gas station and a grocery store and the whole thing. It's way more involved than I ever knew.
Agreed. Pretty impressive. Well, back to real life in our Alternator saga.
Since you guys last saw us, which was a couple nights ago,
we have been bouncing between RV parks and boondocking. So after the Bourbon Trail, we were able to boondock on a very small amount of battery.
Yeah.
So we found a nice place to sleep.
Cracker Barrel. And then we pretty much used our whole battery.
Yep.
And this is the first sun we've seen in days.
Yes.
So solar has not been charging our batteries.
The entire Bourbon Trail was cloudy. Yeah, but because of the weather, we ended up having to stay at an RV park, which was nice because then we were able to recharge everything. But now we need to start heading towards North Carolina.
We just left Kentucky, state number 8. We're back in Tennessee. We're not gonna be here for long. We're going to our 9th state. But because we just left Kentucky, we have to color it off. And the only color I could find was blue. So we're like putting crazy colors on now.
I really did enjoy Kentucky. It surprised me. The beauty, the landscape, the people, the amazing things to do there. I was impressed all the way around.
We're in our trusty old Cracker Barrel. It's morning, it's Sunday. It's gonna be a beautiful day. We're actually gonna get ready and find a church to go to this morning, and then we have to go to an RV park because what we have found is we can only boondock one night and then we have to go and recharge. So that's the plan for today. And then we're gonna get the van ready to take it to the airport tomorrow to have to stay at the airport for the whole week. We have no idea what that process is, how much it costs, if it's easy, what kind of parking is at the Charlotte airport. We have no idea.
This hair is amazing. I mean, I brought one nice outfit.
I don't know where you got that, but
I've been saving this for the last couple months, literally. So our batteries are at 58%, which is pretty good, all things considered. And this weather and the sunny, bright sky or clear skies that we have today, probably didn't need to book an RV park for tonight, but
we did, and we can't get out of it now.
No, but it will make it easier to dump tanks and get the van all cleaned out because we need to basically like spread our stuff out so we can kind of go through it, do some laundry, pile things in suitcases, that kind of stuff. As soon as we get back to the van, there's a couple things we need to do. The first thing is we need to change the coolant reservoir. We have a very small leak, hairline crack in it. Then we need to fix I think the leak is coming from the marker light that's right above your head, so we need to take that apart.
Van is still leaking.
Figure out the ceiling.
And while we're gone and the van is at the airport, 2 days call for a little bit of rain. Let's just hope it's not torrential and we're gonna be okay.
Then we also need to obviously install the new alternator, get that all working properly, which will be fun.
Yeah.
We are getting very close to needing to rotate the tires as well. Yeah. So.
Okay, so when we get back, we are gonna
like a full maintenance,
get it all done. We got a lot of work to do.
We certainly do.
Yeah. We've never left our van at an airport.
Well, so we can use our carry-on for the like computers and stuff that we want to.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this feels overwhelming. We're gonna do a few basic chores.
Wow, look how big this place is. And they have a coin machine. Awesome. Listen to this. I love this sound. It's my favorite sound in the world. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, guys. This took way longer than we thought, but look how clean we are. The van is almost ready to be left at an airport for a little over a week.
Now, for everybody who's wondering, we're not gonna winterize the van when we leave it there. One of the reasons we chose this airport, the first and most important reason is there's a direct flight to where we wanna go. Second is the weather. So the weather's gonna be nice here while we're gone for the next week, so we don't have any sub-freezing temperatures, so we don't need to worry about like fully winterizing it. But obviously we will go through and drain tanks and make sure everything's empty and clean and all that before we leave tomorrow morning.
When we're at the RV park, we get to use Mr. Ninja. Mr. Ninja Flip. We're gonna have a super healthy dinner tonight.
Pizza! Who's a thin crust and who's a regular crust? I don't know. I don't even know what you'd call that. This is how easy dinner is. And I think it's gonna end up like drooling all over the place on the burner. So you just set it to pizza. Temperature 400 and time will go 12 minutes. 12 minutes, dinner will be ready.
Let's go.
Our pizza is done.
What are you doing?
I'm taking a $5 pizza and making it taste like a $10 pizza.
With putting what, oregano?
That's some Italian seasoning.
What's that? Whoa.
I'll put this on my half.
What is it?
This is the Kinder's all-purpose seasoning.
Bon appetit. Ding.
Yeah, we destroyed that pizza.
This is where we're gonna say goodnight, but we'll see you guys first thing in the morning as we figure out together what to do with your van.
When you're leaving it for at least a week.
At least a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Good morning, good morning. We are at the day that we're going to the airport. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. I get to see my oldest son, he's flying in too, so I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving because you'll see this after Thanksgiving, but we are almost ready to drive to the airport. Here's the current situation. We're getting the van completely ready. Bob's checking to see what can make it in the fridge and what can't.
I think the van is ready to go. Fridge is empty, tanks are empty, power's off. I think all we need to do is drive to the airport. Can I make that?
What do you mean?
It's a 9'6" clearance.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Are we 9'6"?
I think we should. We are like exactly 9'6".
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure we'll be okay.
Go slow. Go slow. It's clearing the van. I don't know if it's going to clear the air conditioner. Hold on, slow. Oh, I don't think you're going to clear it, Bob. Get out and see.
It's literally by. It'll be okay.
You're just gonna scratch it? Look at how many people have scratched it.
I know, it's literally like this close.
Oh my God.
So like if you hang on the back, you'll be okay.
What the heck? No. Oh, he hit it. You hit it, but it's okay.
It's gonna have to be.
Wow, I did not expect that. Well, we now learned that you need to be shorter than 9 feet 6 inches,
Yes.
or you don't mind hitting your air conditioner.
And it was a love tap. Just a little doop.
It was a love tap, but still.
Where in the world? I saw parking way out here, but
So what would you do if you were too tall?
you can go to other lots.
Okay.
There's other like off-site.
Because one day we're probably gonna be too tall.
Yes. I feel like I need to get to the edge. I feel like this is not where I want to be.
Okay.
See, like this van got in.
Yeah, but they're not as long as us.
They're not as long as us. Okay. So, I think what we've learned is that we are going to go
To the very, very
to the
back.
very back.
Yeah. I don't see another RV out here. Hopefully this is okay. It didn't say. I saw trucks as long as us. Let's see, are we too long?
That's good enough. There's still a good aisle to get out.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be like a great spot unless you go way to the back and take up two. Okay, this is not how we thought this morning would go. We just checked the weather in North Carolina where our van is, and it's snowing. And it wasn't supposed to at all.
So it was just Thanksgiving and Bob's birthday. And now we're flying back to pick up Mr. Lemon, praying for no leaks, it didn't freeze, no cracks.
And don't forget, we have that new alternator in our checked bag. And we got to figure out a way to get it installed.
Yeah, and the weather is so cold back east.
So we have 3 problems waiting for us. Did anything freeze? Did anything leak? And where are we going to install this alternator?
Do you think they took it out? Oh no. Is it that white box?
Did they repack it badly? It's a baggage inspection.
We wonder why.
No, I don't wonder why.
Moment of truth. The van looks a lot dirtier. Our bag?
It definitely got searched.
As it should have. I mean, it has an alternator in there. At least they didn't take it from us. But okay, let's open the van and see what we're dealing with. It's not snowing, so That's good. It's cold, but not too cold.
Well, battery's not dead. Little wet right there, but that's it. Nowhere else. I can live with that. No major leaks.
That we can tell.
We need to check our batteries.
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
98%.
No
They
way.
stayed topped off, so that's good news.
Okay, so the solar did its job and the batteries did their job.
I'm thinking I'm gonna put this big bag in the back for now.
And we'll just check everything later.
Yeah, we can unpack later. So it does look like our bag was inspected by the TSA. They left us a little slip in the bag that says inspected by TSA. They didn't do quite as good of a job repacking it as I did, but at least we got everything, or at least we think we did. How much do you think it's gonna cost for this?
Do you think they're gonna charge us more because it was an RV?
It depends if it's automated or not.
How much was it?
$108.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
Okay, $108
Yeah, I'll take it.
for how many days?
8, I believe. Today's the day. Today is the day that I am going to finally install this second alternator. We've got a couple of things we need to do, so let's get started right away. So, first of all, we need to inspect the alternator. But one of the things that I want to do when I make sure that this thing is working is make sure that we have, I don't know, some need for power. I think that's how I would describe it. I don't want the batteries to be full because I want to be able to confirm that the alternator works and charges everything. So I've unplugged the van. I think the first thing that I need to do is get our mat so that I can sit on this. Let's see, what else do I need in here? I need to get our bottle jack so I can lift up the van to get underneath it. And then I will be using these as basically a jack stand to keep things safe while I'm under there. It's getting cold. I need my beanie. I shouldn't say it's getting cold. It is cold. All right, so now let's get out this alternator. Never mind the mess back here. The old one, I want to do a comparison real quick. I'll show you guys that in a second. We're definitely going to need this to get it reinstalled. One of the most challenging items I've ever had to try to find on the internet. Couldn't believe how difficult it was and expensive. Yeah, I guess I could see why TSA would want to inspect something like this. So I was able to kind of break down the box and just leave it in this to get it here. So here is the new alternator. One thing that is different is it has this setup. So I gotta go take a look and see what that's all about because mine is a little different than that. But let's compare them. The pulleys are the same. The mounting bolts appear to be the same. Plug, power, temp. I think we're all set. So one thing that you may notice different about this model versus the original is this one's red. And when I did a quick look online, that just basically is some corrosion resistance, so it should end up being better in that regard. And then I I just want to take a quick look. Now that I have them both, on this one I could actually look down in here and it does appear to be some, I don't know, heat damage or wear, I guess I'd call it. Definitely dirty. So I'm just prepping here. So I went ahead, basically pulled this off. I don't need this because my van already has this underneath it. They ran the cable from the front to the back and where the controller is. So we'll just go ahead and put that in here. This is for the temperature probe. So I know that. I'm gonna just take this off for now. We'll get that all wired up. I think the only other thing I wanna do is make sure I have the right sockets for this, because it is such a pain when you are laying underneath the van trying to find what is the right one. 11/16 for the bolt end, and it is 5/8 for the nut end. Where, oh, where is my... There it is. That's the piece right there. So then this can go in here. Perfect. So let's go over the phases of what we need to do. First, lift up the van so we can get better access, make it safe. We'll get the mat out so I can lay down on the ground. Second will be kind of pre-positioning the alternator, wiring that up, and getting that all secure, then mounting it. Then we'll put on the serpentine belt and then lower back down the van and be completely done with the front. Then we'll run to the back of the van where I will make the final connection, but I have to make sure I turn the battery off first, get it all wired up there, and then we're ready to test it. I'm hoping this is like a 30-minute job. So just to keep myself honest here, it is currently 9:03. So wish me luck on getting this done. I'm gonna call that maxed out. So I went ahead, put leveling blocks underneath the axle, and chalk this front tire, set the e-brake. Okay. All right, so e-brake is set, wheels are chalked, and van is on the jack with supports underneath it. So we are safe to work. That took me 7 minutes. It's exactly 9:10 right now. So for the record, that's not me. That was here when I got here. Two minutes to basically get everything prepped with my mat, my tools, and the parts. I don't actually know how much you guys are gonna be able to see. So I put a zip tie on here and a zip tie back over here to kind of make sure everything was safe and secure while we were driving, because we did drive quite a bit as we waited for all these parts. The challenge with this install is actually right here. It's this hose. It blocks good access. And I'm just gonna say that it takes a little effort to get it in there. I have to squeeze it through this side, which I feel like what I did last time was just muscled it through, which is exactly what I'm doing this time. Ow. Get in there. Oh, perfect. That was way easier than I expected. Let's wire up what we can with good access right here. All right, I don't know if you guys can see my hands, but this is the plug that came with it. This is the plug that I had. They are completely different. I am going to have to splice this in. Oh, darn. All right, what I've decided to do is I'm going to replicate what we have going on here with all of these other leads, because I only need this blue one, which I will confirm the correct position. Actually, I just need this single blue wire, which I will then cut and crimp this other end from this other one. So let me show you over here. So right here, I'll cut and then put these together. It'll be super simple, super easy, I promise. Cutting, crimping, super fun, engaging stuff. I've changed my wiring harness now. Just added all of those on. This one came stock. I added these and cut off this. So now I'm going to just cut off this connector and then reconnect my blue one, and life will be good. So we'll feed the new harness, or the rebuilt harness, back over the top of the alternator. I will first attach the temperature probe. I need to change angles for you guys, but I can't because I'm holding this with one hand. Okay, I need this other bolt. Okay, all right, let's rotate this up, and we'll see if we can get the second one in. Come on. All right, that's all the way in, that's all the way in. I'm getting close. I'm not wired, but I've got the bolts in because, man, this is just so awkward. And I can barely see it, let alone try to get it on camera.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's not like a how-to.
Yeah, that's true, because don't do what I've done. This is for entertainment. Seriously, like who actually can work on engines these days? It's just so tight in here. One more double check on this one. All right, after lifting up the van, mounting the alternator, rewiring the harness, and getting everything all tightened up, it is now 9:56. Quite a bit longer than I was expecting or hoping, but now I need to get the belt on, and then I will hook up the power in the back. Now we are ready to put the belt on. I know, but that's because I didn't know what I was doing. This time, I only kind of know what I'm doing. Breaker bar in. Come on. Come on. Get in there. All right, and we're done. Okay, let me show them. I'll show them this side first. Okay, what you got here is the hub for the engine. Belt comes down, pulley, alternator. There's the skid plate to protect it. Pulley, belt tensioner. Everything looks good. On the back side, temperature probe right up here. Plug, this goes back to the controller, and then main power, where is it? Down here. This is the main power lug with the wire going underneath it. We're all set up, everything looks good. Let's go wire the back now. And time check, now it is 10:04. Looking pretty good, actually. All right. I don't know, it's really hard to show, like, I'm sticking my hand in this crevice and I'm tightening down a bolt. Whether I want, ow, was not expecting that to be there. Let's do a time check, because we are way behind schedule. It is currently 10:15 exactly. I need to turn the battery on, turn the 12-volt system on, and check everything, and then, and only then, will we start the van, see if we get some alternator charging. Okay, solar says we're bringing in 87 watts. The battery is at 13.36 volts. So the battery shows that we are 13.27 volts. Everything looks like it's off. That's good, 87%. Okay, so I turned the Balmar on, so the display is on. I can see the controller. I can see the smart shunt in the back where the battery state is, so 96%. No, that's state of health. 69% is my state of charge. There's always some variance between the two. What's important is the battery voltage. 13.3 is what it's reading. We're saying 13.27, so that is rounded correctly. And then we can also confirm that with the solar, which is showing 13.4. So we're all in that same ballpark. I think we're ready to go ahead and start the van so that we can then check the programming on the alternator, make sure that everything's working, and we should be able to see if we're getting some voltage coming in. I should be able to come in here, should fire up, I should start to see the gateway, or through the gateway, I should see the alternator here in a second. Oh, look. So now I have alternator. I didn't have alternator before.
Oh, how exciting.
So what I do need to do is go in to the settings. Okay, it's still set up for lithium. So my max field output, this is the belt load manager. That's what I need to change to save this thing from now on.
Oh, because it's too much.
Because it's, yes. So let me go check the advanced settings. Everything looks like it's good. We go back to the display. And right now it says that it's generating 80 amps. So, come on. There is where you can see the belt's running, everything's looking good. We're making about 80 amps. So right now we are generating, it varies, 77, 80 amps, kind of in that range, 76, 78. So then let's go check the Lithionics battery. And when it finally does connect, we'll see, we'll just confirm that the power that the alternator is saying that it's generating is going into the battery. I got to get closer.
Why?
Because it's Bluetooth, and so
okay.
This is, look at that, 80 amps going in, and we are not on shore power. Just to confirm, let's show you. No shore power is connected. While we're here, let's
be done and leave. I'm cold.
Yes, but what I want to do is set the belt manager. I want to reduce it down to 50% to just help ensure
we don't blow it up.
That, so, the lowest I can go is 55%. I'm going to go 70. 70? 60. 65. The very last thing that we need to do before we can leave is wipe the moisture off the glass. We have completed our pre-departure checklist, which consists of
Bob wearing his hat totally sideways. You just wanted them to see van life.
I just wanted to get a clear shot of that. Hillary designed this, did a great job. Let's see, our pre-departure checklist includes dumping our grade tank, dumping the cassette, filling the water tank, and then double checking everything to make sure it is secured, and it is. So we'll give you guys a power update here as soon as I start the van. But right now, we have been charging our Blue Eddy from the van. That way it reduces the battery level inside the van, and then we can monitor the alternator charging through the app and make sure that we, need to pull some power. Right now we are at 79%, so that's good. We are bringing in about 100 watts of solar, which is about 2.9 amps. And then if we go and look at the Balmar.
He's not recording, guys. Sorry, you're not going to get a screenshot. You just have to believe him.
But right now the Balmar says
0 state of charge.
0 state of charge, and we are actually losing it varies quite a bit. I saw it as high as 80, but it looks like we're losing about 11 amps, which is going into the Blue Eddy.
And it just said, it gave you a little thing. It said Blue Eddy is fully charged.
Oh, did it? All right,
yeah.
Well, let's go check that to make sure. Oh yeah, we are at 99%.
So we need to unplug that?
No, we are using the Blue Eddy in its grid mode. So it will basically continue to pull power from the van as you use it. That way it will have a nice stable power supply for Starlink and the computer. Gotcha. The command center that's over here.
Okay.
Oh, see.
We're gaining. Bob! I'm so proud of you. If I didn't have coffee in my hand and a camera in my other hand.
Yay! High five!
I would high five you.
Bringing in 40 amps right now. It is actually generating a lot of power. So we're idling and we're getting 116 amps generated, which I'm assuming 10 of that is going to the Blue Eddy.
All right.
94 right now, so it's all over the place, but.
All right. This is where we're leaving you today. Bob's excited.
Huge success.
Ecstatic.
It's excited and ecstatic at the same time. Ecstatic. Great.
New word. We are currently in
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Virginia Beach, Virginia. We are headed to Ocean City, New Jersey right now. We're going to go see our friends Mathers on the Map. If you don't follow them, they recently gave up van life for boat life. We will be going on their boat. Not right now, though. It's too cold. We're going to go spend some time with them, and then we're going to
New York City.
New York City. We will see you in New York, or at least on the way to New York.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.